explain God, okay? Now people are like, oh, this is retarded, oh. Hear me out, okay? People have the wrong concept of what God is. Every depiction or description or anything we have about God is from a primitive race, okay? Relativity is what matters here. Therefore, if the relativity is someone that has technology meets somebody primitive, they're going to think they're God, okay? A God came from the universe. God was created from the universe, from the microverse. This mini microverse, E equals mc squared, all these particles in the universe that created the Big Bang, the God particle, that was God, okay? That particle that gave life to everything in the universe is God, okay? Now, the Supreme Being, which everyone confuses with God, there's a difference. That's why everyone is so confused and everybody has all these concepts, God exists, God don't exist. They're both right, okay? God does exist as everything that we know fundamentally in the universe, okay? The universe itself is God, all right? But a supreme being was birthed in that universe also along with us, no different than us, okay? All what we are confusing God with is a supreme being, okay? It's a being that is like us, came from DNA, came from carbon, ash, just like we did. Everything shares every property that we have, but it's way more advanced. Its fundamental relativity is different than ours because its advancements are so beyond us. So a God and a supreme being are two different things. The God particle, or the Big Bang, or the singularity, is God. Okay? God came from the microverse, the universe, the zero-point energy, the micronovas, the microquasars, these quarks, these subatomic particles that we can't see, but is all over the universe. All over the universe. E equals mc squared. All that subatomic particles that we cannot see on our fundamental level is what birthed the universe that we know on this fundamental level. There's a microcosm, and then there's our nutricosm. Okay? This cosm is where we all live, okay? On the microcosm, we look down and we see atoms. But when we look in the macrocosm, which is space, we see solar systems, which look just like atoms, okay? These are cosms, okay? They're the exact same thing where relativity applied, but was flipped. And if you want to understand that, look at my video about understanding cosms and how the nature of light works, why we can't exceed the speed of light. But God and a supreme being are two different things. The only reason we call everything God from what we understand is because we're taking everything from primitive people's perception. Okay? From their perspective, it's God. But in our perspective, it's technically just a supreme being. It's a being that is like us, but supreme or exceeds our advancements. See what I'm saying? So people, instead of trying to understand this, see, I never choose one way or the other. I always question everything. Everything, no matter what it is, and I try to break it down. And my brain literally will break it down to its most fundamental factors. And this is basically the truth right here. This is the fundamentals of it. A supreme being and a God are two different things. God came from the universe. The universe created God. God is the God particle. God is the Big Bang. God is everything that we know in the universe on our fundamental level.